It's amazing how time flies. It's 2015 already. I'm going to miss 2014 because a lot of interesting things happened. A lot of creative minds dared to be different. They stepped out of their skin and made a firm commitment that art is no longer art for art's sake. Now let's take you through our arty quotes, and after that we'll see some of those interesting events that shaped 2014.
Creativity takes courage. I want to meet a guy named Art. I'll take him to a museum, hang him on the wall, criticize him, and leave.
Transgression, the title of this solo exhibition, captures the many phases of George Osodi. Built around 6 series he's worked on from 2003 till 2013, the pictures tell the Nigerian story, the good and the bad. Before the show begins, he takes us through this bold collection, which is also a reflection of the highs and lows in his career as a photographer.
There are a few things I didn't know then that I ventured. Probably some came out well, and some didn't look nice, some were ugly. So at that age, you tend to risk a lot.
One can connect with the backstory through the series Oil-Rich Niger Delta, which he worked on for many years, with pictures such as Mend showing fierce armed militants, Gas Flaring, which addresses the decay in the environment, and Niger Boy, creating an imagery of restiveness in that region. Certainly not your everyday sort of pictures. The man behind the camera put a lot on the line to take this story to the world.
The Nigerian society is not that very educated about people with camera. Everyone tends to be suspicious of you. I guess probably because quite a lot of people have skeletons in their cupboards. So when they see you with the camera, they assume that you've come to estray, or intrude into their privacy. So it takes time for them to really open up and accept you. You could be on the street photographing a street scene and someone could come from nowhere and just attack you. I'm an artist, so it means that there is something I really want to transcend. I want to say from my work. So it's just not a mere portrait. It's a message that's being translated. Not every image that one photographs, like portraits, are just simple snapshots. So it's basically because I want to say something. If you look at my current project, which is more of a portrait project, the Nigerian Monarchs, it's about reflecting on our past and also looking at the culture that has existed from time immemorial and how some of them are gradually fading out and some are still retained. And also looking at how relevant cultural and heritage institution really is to us as Nigerians.
The cliché that change is the only constant thing in life is apt here, especially when it's for the better, as it becomes more appealing. This exhibition shows a movement from young and restless days to bold and beautiful images, which has now become his comfort zone.
Change is constant. And sometimes you grow old and you want to experience something new. Quite recently, I discovered I was getting a bit older in age and photography, so I felt it was quite necessary to do a couple of projects that does not really require much risk and photographing fast. So, and also I just wanted to have a new experience from what I am quite used to when I started photography in the early days. And also stay a little bit away from some risk. So that's why I've started doing a few more subtle projects.
Even his tools have changed and reflects this new romance with landscapes and portraiture, a more relaxed forte.
I've always dreamed to photograph with a medium format camera. And since the advent of digital camera, the medium format that's available in the market, a lot of them are very expensive, so I couldn't lay my hands on them way back. But basically, it's a slow camera. It's pure 80% manual. So it means that everything you do, you have to be timely. It's slow, it's not fast. You have to set it up, stay, check your weather, check your lighting, check whatever condition, the temperature of the environment in which you're trying to photograph or whatever you're trying to do. So ideally, the camera on its own slows you down. And then I have a mindset to also slow down. So it means we both complement each other.
The brain behind this project is Kavita Chalaram, founder and chief executive officer of foremost Nigerian auction house, Arthouse Contemporary, and she's only all too familiar with these changing phases in Osodi's photography.
I think it's incredible that each series has been quite different. So when we had the first Delta series, which is in his book, it was all about the aggression that you're mentioning right now. And then after that, he did Delta Series 2, which is all the photography on the landscape. But it is devastating. So, that bit of aggression is there that's showing the effects of what has happened to the vegetation in the Delta because of the oil spillage and, non-respect to the ground. And so you can see actual scenes where there's hardly any vegetation left. So it might actually look very beautiful, but there's a big meaning behind it, which shows the state of the Delta region.
And for her, it's a pleasure to continue to work with someone who has a passion to tell the Nigerian story through very intriguing images.
And one thing about George is that he loves Nigeria. He's passionate about his country. Everything is about heaven and paradise. He has this Calabar series, which we've done a bit on, where he says, "The heaven," showing that, Nigeria is also paradise. And that people, even with what little they have, still have so much.
She also lets us in on the whole idea behind bringing this show here. Not your everyday gallery, but a new way to take the art to the people.
Guarantee Trust Bank, proudly African, truly international.
Born on March 9, 1939 in Osun State, southwest Nigeria, he went on to the University College Ibadan, then an affiliate of the University of London, from September 1958 to June 1962. He died on November the 23rd in Ibadan after a surgery.